All right. Hello, hello, hello. We are doing our conversation topic talking about when you've ran out of gas. So that is going to be our conversation today. I will share some stories here with you as well and look forward to hopefully you sharing your story with us and making me not feel so bad about myself. All right. When have you ran out of gas? That is our question. And would love to hear from you. Twenty in a row, 97.5 Y Country. I'm Matt Malone. That is Jameson Rogers. His new song, Summer Jam alumni, I might add, with Luke Combs and Cold Beer Calling My Name. We are asking you about the time in which you might have ran out of gas. Yeah, you thought you could make it to the gas station. Turns out you couldn't. Maybe you didn't even think you can make it to the gas station, and instead you forgot. You didn't realize you were low on gas. Maybe you had a gas gauge problem. Maybe your gas gauge was broken. A lot of different things that it could be here with our conversation. And I mentioned when we started talking about this topic, 2 times in which I ran out of gas. I still even remember when I was a kid, my dad ran out of gas too. Maybe it's hereditary. I don't know. But I remember the time where I ran out of gas. Me and my sister were riding in our station wagon with my dad, and we got probably about a mile and a half away from our grandparents' house where my dad was going to drop us off. And we ended up having to walk down the road. My dad didn't want to leave us at the car. I'm not sure why, but walked us down to this house at the end of the T. And we were able to use their phone. This is pre-cell phones. Kids, there was a time where we didn't have phones that were with us all the time. And yeah, so we had to do that. We had to go and call. My grandpa came by and he went ahead and got us some gas and got us on the way. So this is good. Austin on Facebook says, I never run out of gas. Ask Megan. I ran out of fuel with an old car that he used to have. The two of us pushed it to the mini mart from the high school. Yeah. He's got a nickname for his car. You can see that on our Facebook page if you like. But yeah, having to push it. That's probably about 3/4 mile with the full roundabout there. That's a good amount of time. What else? What other responses do we have here? You never run out of gas, I'm sure there. Funny, Austin. Tina says, I was on I-94, ran out of gas almost to exit 46. I had no gas can in the car, so I called my husband, and he rode his bike to meet me with the gas can, and I put it in. There you go. So having somebody there, which is great. We have a couple of people who say that they've never run out of gas, including Ashley. And Lynn, she says, proud to say I never have, being old enough to have been driving around with no phone in the car. I got in the habit of never letting my tank before or below 1/4 of a tank. So that's a good tip. Absolutely. And then Patricia says, I have run out of gas, but not ran out of gas. Okay. So she's just trying to correct my grammar. Thanks, Patricia. Very helpful. way to contribute. Thanks. All right. 97.5 Y Country, Facebook and Instagram. And we're asking you to join the conversation here today. When have you run out of gas? I hope that makes Patricia happy. And if you are correcting me via grammar as well, I hope that makes you happy. When have you run or ran out of gas? I don't care however you say it. Just let me know. Thanks. 97.5 Y Country. Never ran out of gas, but I've run out of gas. Okay. Who cares? Jesus. All right. Have you had a situation like that? Jill, we'll get your response on the air here in just a little bit. She says, so you ran out of gas with me. Good. All right. I ran out of gas one time right as I entered the drive to the gas station, had to push right up there. I used to drive to see how low it would go. That's a dangerous game you're playing, Jill. That's a dangerous game to play like that. Funny. Yeah, that happens. That happens. If you have a story for us, let me know. Would love to hear it. If you love to talk, you can do that too. Very simple. If you want to join the conversation that way, very simple. You can call the number below, 925-9750. Or if you have the Y Country mobile app, this is a really cool feature. I don't think anybody really knows about this. I've tried to talk about it, but if you're in the Y Country mobile app, right there, if you tap on the menu, you can see where it says open mic. Right there. You can tap on that, and that brings you to this. And you can just record a message and emails directly to me. How cool. What a great opportunity. So if you don't want to actually talk and have a conversation, but you want to just go ahead and record something, do it right on your app. Right there. All right. And then we have Jill, who says some cats will go far beyond empty, though. I learned that. Yeah. I think you mean cars, but yeah, some cars. Yes. Yes, absolutely. Katie, I've never ran out of gas. I know how far my car will go on E. How do you know if you've never ran out of gas, Katie? That is like a chicken and egg question right there. That's awesome. Sue, I ran out of gas a couple times. Both times I was on my way to the gas stations. The first time I ran out of gas as I turned into the station. Luckily, I only had to push my car to the pump. The second time was in my old work van, which had a busted gas gauge. So I thought I still had a quarter of a tank, but didn't. Had to have my boss come save me. He put in enough to get the get to the gas station about 10 miles away. Sorry. Yes, thanks for Hey, I'm like what's his name? From Anchorman. I just read what's on the screen. That's what I don't correct you for you. I more so correct you for me, so I can make sure I'm reading it correctly. So yes, for Sue's response here about running out of gas on the way to the gas station. That's what happened to me last week. Is I legitimately was in the gas station parking lot. The issue is here, and this is what I didn't say on the air, and maybe I should have to clarify this. But as I was pulling in to the gas station, running low, there were cars at each side of the pump where my gas tank is. So I had to actually pull up to the pump and try to get it to the point where I could pull up enough to where maybe the hose might be able to reach around my truck. Bad news, it didn't. It did not reach there. So I had to go in, I had to buy a gas can, put some gas in it, put that gas in my truck. It was literally as close as you can get. And I couldn't push it because it was going kind of at a slant, a little bit of a slant, enough of a slant that it just wouldn't make sense. So now I've got a new gas can, and I was able to put the gas in, turn my truck around, get some gas in, and I was crunched for time because I had to go and pick up Zayden from school. So we made it though. We got it to work, and the world was good. But man, one of those situations. You know what also happens? I don't know if you've never run out of gas, you've never had this issue, you've never felt this way, but it is one of those heart-stopping moments when, with a Ford especially, and your car shuts off and it says low oil pressure because it runs out of gas. And I'm just like, I see that low oil pressure and I'm just like, holy crap. Now what's going on with it? Right. And I'm like, oh no, it's the car shut off. The truck shut off because I'm out of gas. So my grandpa always tried to teach me, never let your vehicle get below a quarter tank or half tank in his case. I just don't have time. Just kidding. Oh, you're funny. You're funny, Austin. Funny. But yeah, you're right. Have indents in the on the tailgate. Indents on the tailgate. That's the joke, isn't it? From where your hands go to push it. I don't know. I love my Ford. I love my F-150. I'm good with it. All right, we're going to wrap up our conversation here in 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Yeah, I think so. Hand warmers. That's what it was. That's in Wisconsin. Hand warmers on the tailgate. Yeah. That's funny. That's funny. All right. When have you ran out of gas? Let's go ahead and see if we have any more responses here. And there's a cold beer calling my name. I got that song stuck in my head. God, what a good song. It's fun. It's a summertime song. Okay, no new comments yet on our picture. All right. Let's see if we have any on the Instagram. Trying to remember which I did not run out of gas, 1989 or 1993. Apparently she runs out quite a bit. That's how I'm taking it, at least. All right. I'm going to go ahead and take this logo off of here. All right. When have you ran out of gas? Or run out of gas, depending on how you want to say it, depending on how critical you want to be to our question. All right, Austin, I'm going to give you this question too. This is another one that we had as a potential conversation topic. Just really nobody responded. If someone gave you a piece of paper, tape, and a pencil and said, "Impress me," what would you do? What would you do? You build something? Would you make something? Would you make a point? What I'd do is I would ball up the piece of paper. I would crumple up the piece of paper. I would snap the pencil in half, and then I would put the tape in the trash and say, "Nobody tells me what to do." Maybe that's not. Maybe you'd build a paper airplane. Maybe you write a song. What would you do? Piece of paper, tape, and a pencil. Those are the things that are given to you. And somebody says, "All right, here you go. Impress me." What would you do? Do you remember the Titanic scene? Are you talking about the front of the boat like this? Or are you talking about the painting scene, Austin? Either way, I'm uncomfortable. All right. Paint me. Paint me like one of those French ladies. Nope. I will. I'll burn the piece of paper before that happens. Actually, I probably do a pretty good job here. Hold on. All right, here we go, Austin. I need you just to hold still for a second. Okay. All right. All right. Hold on. Stop moving. So Austin, stop. Yeah, I'm gonna get your good say. You just got to stop moving, Austin. Hold on. All right. How'd I do? What do you think, Austin? Is that you? Made sure to get the details as good as I could. Oh, hold on. I forgot your beard. How's that? That better? All right. I got to go in the air. Here we go. 20 in a row, 97.5 Y Country. I'm Matt Malone, and we are wrapping up our conversation topic here today. When have you ran out of gas or run out of gas, depending on how you want to say it and how grammatically critical you would like to be? I don't care if it's ran or run. It does not matter. The point is the gas is gone. And I want to know when you've had a situation like that happen. We had a couple good responses here. One from Jill that says that I ran out of gas one time right as I entered the drive to the gas station. Had to push right up in there. I used to drive to see how long it would go. She says some cars will go far being on empty, though. I learned that. Very good. Very good. Katie joined the conversation, too. She says, I've never ran out of gas. I know how far my car will go on E. I commented saying, that sounds kind of like a chicken and the egg syndrome right there. Is how do you know if you never ran out of gas, right? And it just could be a circle. Be a circle response. But I love that she joined the conversation. Thank you, Katie. Sue has a good answer. She says, I ran out of gas a couple times. Both times I was on my way to the gas station. The first time I ran out of gas, as I turned into the station, luckily I only had to push my car to the pump. The second time was in my old work van, which had a busted gas gauge. So I thought I still had a quarter tank, but didn't. Had to have my boss come save me. He put in enough to get me to the gas station, which is about 10 miles away. So, hey, good to have those people on there. So like that. All right. So those are the responses that we have for today's conversation topic. And if you have more that you would like to share, I would love to be able to read that later. So check it out. 97.5 Y Country on Facebook and Instagram to give us your response and your story of when you ran out of gas or run out of gas. How are we going to say it? It's 20 in a row, 97.5 Y Country. All right, y'all. That's the conversation. Use the tape to put it on my fridge. There you go. Good call. All right, y'all. Have a great rest of your day. We're going to have another conversation topic for you tomorrow and see what we can do to create some fun topics. So have a great rest of your day. Take care.